Good day, ladies and gentlemen. At this great moment, I will present about the one phase in human life that become historical, as well as a lesson for human life in the future. That is about the COVID-19 pandemic. And also about how House of Representatives Indonesia plays an important role by initiating burden sharing, a mechanism that is theoretically a coordination between the fiscal authority and the monetary authority. But in reality, it turned into an integration between these two authorities. This research is a reflection and gratitude of the Indonesia as a nation has been able to overcome a crisis that has hit various sectors of life. In fact, Indonesia is one of the countries that have been able to recover quickly. This success cannot be separated from the role of various elements of this nation. In this research, I examine the role of the Indonesian Parliament, where I am a part of this institution. Ladies and gentlemen, this COVID-19 pandemic has become a global challenge, bring new and unexpected situation full uncertainty. The IMF's July 2021 periodic report placed Indonesia and India as the country with the worst economic impact among the G20 countries due to the slow pace of vaccination. Since the pandemic spread in the second quarter of 2020, the government has launched called name is PEN, Program Ekonomi Nasional, Pemulihan Ekonomi Nasional, or the National Economic Recovery Program, based on the government regulation number 23 of 2020. The PEN program is a series of activities for nation economic recovery, which is part of the state financial policy implemented by the government to accelerate the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and or face threats that endanger the national economic and or the stability of the financial system and to save the national economy. In order to implement the PEN program, integration is needed between the government fiscal policy and the central bank's monetary policy. The policy synergy initiatives will roll out by the House of Representatives with what is known as a burden sharing. The sharing of burden between the government and our central bank is very necessary in financing the National Recovery Economic Program, considering the large budget allocation that cannot be borne by the government alone. Based on the background of the problem, this research has the following objective. First, analyzing the role of House of Representatives in integrating fiscal policy and monetary policy for handling the COVID-19 pandemic. The second, analyzing the appropriate policy mix between fiscal policy and monetary policy in handling the COVID-19 pandemic. Third, analyzing the monitoring and evaluation mechanism by the House of Representatives in implementing the fiscal policy mix and monetary policy for handling the COVID-19 pandemic. 4. Analyzing the implementation of policy integration in several cooperative countries in handling the 19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, in this research framework, I explain how fiscal authorities maintaining policy consistently through systematic and structured policy implementation through various policy, which are extraordinary policy, reopening policy, recovery and reform policy, and gradual fiscal consolidation. This integration of fiscal and monetary policies is analyzed by the examining the role of House of Representation in it, which includes how the initiation process, policy mix formulation, monitoring and evaluation mechanism. Furthermore, a comparative analysis is carried out between the policies taken by the Indonesian government with those taken by the South Korea and India government in dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, including how the fiscal and monetary policies are integrated. Burden sharing implemented in Indonesia is carried out with the main principle of maintaining fiscal space and sustainability in medium term, maintaining the quality of state budget deficit, which is intended for productive spending and supporting a gradual reduction in the state budget deficit below 3% starting in 2023. In addition, the implementation of burden sharing is also carried out by maintaining the stability of the exchange rate, interest rate, inflation so that they remain under the control, and paying attention to the credibility and integrity of economic, fiscal, and monetary management, so that it is expected to encourage sustainability economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, this research is based on the literature review, which can be categorized in grand theory, middle theory, and implemented theory. Several references that represent the three categories of theory above can be described as follows. First, grand theory refers to Harold Laswell's view of the concept of the public policy. Laswell stated that the public policy is multi-method oriented, multidisciplinary, focused on problem. Second, middle theory refers to the view of Thomas Dye, written in 2017, characterizing public policy as the study of what government do, why they do it, and what difference it makes. Third, implemented theory focus on the concept of efficiency, that is the Kaldor-Hayek's efficiency, which states that action can be said to be efficient in the reallocation as a result of its implementation can be produce more benefit and to benefited party that to the disadvantaged party. Ladies and gentlemen, The design this research uses qualitative approach with grounded theory that include coding technique. The qualitative approach in this study is partly designed using a comparative approach. Data collective is carried out through in the deep interview involving stakeholders according to the formulation of the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, the resource person of informant in this study consists of decision makers in the monetary authority, which is the senior deputy governor of central bank. Decision maker in the fiscal policy, which is the vice minister of finance. From the legislative institution are the chairman of the budget agency and deputy of chairman of Commission 11. They're also leading the Indonesia economists, analyze from the International Monetary Fund, academic and research from Kim Young University, South Korea, and the first secretary of India Embassy in Jakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the reference notes tables, it is shown that there are 70 nodes in the entire hierarchy, both in the term of the number of reference and data sources or transcript. The notes purchase of the government securities or SPN by the central bank has the highest score value, 8, with the total contribution of 89%. This indicates that 89% of informant answer mentioned the role of the central bank in providing support to fiscal limitation in the economic recovery program during the pandemic. The second highest note is enactment of Perpu as the basic policy of integration, with the contribution value of 77%, meaning that 77% of the informant answer mention the role of DPR or House of Representative political legitimacy through the ratification of the emergency law to implement policy integration, that is burden sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, the following table shows a comprehensive comparison of policies implemented in the three countries that are Indonesia, South Korea, and India. This comparison especially placed the coordination of fiscal and monetary policies in the first place for according the theme of this research, following by a comparison of the implementation of the others policy that are cash transfer mechanism, government incentive policy for business, support for small medium enterprise, and social protection. Ladies and gentlemen, furthermore, based on the comparative diagram analysis as a result of the in-depth interview analysis, there are several node systems that are arranged into a single conceptual framework. In general, the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia relies on fiscal policy and monetary policy. When the COVID-19 pandemic turned into a multidimensional crisis, there was a slowdown in the economic sector. This slowdown prompted fiscal policy to provide large-scale stimulus to save the economy, resulting a fiscal deficit swelling more than 3%. There was also a decline in the performance in the bond market where the capital outflow occurred. This is a factor in central bank contribution to burden sharing policy. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the description that I have presented, the following conclusion can be drawn. A. The role of the House of Representatives in integrating monetary policy and fiscal policy through burden sharing to deal with the COVID pandemic is to provide legal certainty through the mechanism of public hearing with the central bank, the Ministry of Finance, and related ministries, as well as through approval of the Perpu or emergency law proposed by the President of the Republic Indonesia. B. The policy makes considered the most important in handling COVID-19 is monetary policy that is accommodate the growing need for fiscal financing to the widening fiscal deficit through the purchase of SBN by the central bank. C. In terms of monitoring and evaluation mechanisms by the House of Representatives, the fiscal sustainability is considered as the most important issue. D. There are similarities in policy between Indonesia and India, also South Korea. All three provide stimulus to the medium-small enterprise sector, integrate fiscal policy and monetary policy. But there are different in terms of which institution initiated it and when the policy is taken. Also, all three carried of the formulation of emergency law. Ladies and gentlemen, this research obtained a new finding, namely the collaboration format between fiscal policy and monetary policy. Theoretically, collaboration between fiscal policy and monetary policy is carried out in the context of coordination, because the fiscal authority and monetary authority are different areas, and both are independent of each other. In implementing the burden sharing policy during COVID-19 pandemic, the integration of steps between the two policies was very intensive. Policy mix formulation, monitoring, and evaluation mechanisms for the integration of fiscal policy and monetary policy are carried out periodically in the DPR, or House of Representatives. The result of interview with the fiscal authority holders, monetary authorities, and several economists show how they assess the important role of the House of Representatives in uniting fiscal policy and monetary policy in one solid step. The role of the House of Representatives is especially crucial in providing legitimacy for the purchase of the SBN by central bank as the monetary authority through approval the government regulation number 1 of 2020, so that it's become the basis of legislation in law number 2 of 2020. Thank you.